Using a web camera to capture a video is certainly a cost-effective solution, and it'll work in most cases, but there are four things you need to think about. Number one, shooting in an office, whether with a web camera or any kind of camera, usually means you're using overhead lights, and that can be really troubling because it'll create big shadows under your eyes, under your chin, and make you look a little spooky. So see if you can find a way to use a desk light or some other light to augment the lighting that's in your office. The second thing you need to think about is the eye line of your computer. Often you put that camera on your computer at the top or the bottom. What happens is that means you look down at your subject or you look up and you're kind of diminished in the frame. See if you can find a way to attach your camera so that it's at the same level as your eyes as you sit in your office. That'll help you to look a little more directly at your audience. Third thing you need to think about, well, that's your audio. All too often you're going to be relying on the microphone that's in your computer. Those microphones capture all the sound in the room, and that makes it big and boomy and hollow sounding, and that can be really hard for your audience to understand what it is you're trying to say. See if you can find a microphone that you can clip on, a lavalier, and plug into your computer so that you can give much better quality audio and your audience won't be working so hard to hear. The fourth thing you need to think about is, well, most of the capturing that in your computer of the video is not going to be running at 30 frames per second, which is the speed of normal video. It captures at 15 frames per second. That doesn't mean it plays back slower or faster. It means that when it plays back, the video is kind of stuttery, kind of steppy. It got that. That isn't a deal breaker, but it can be distracting for your audience. And if you're looking for something with a lot of motion, if you move your hands a lot or you have a demonstration, using a web camera could possibly be a problem. None of these four problems mean you shouldn't use a web camera. I think you just need to be thoughtful to make certain that they don't get in the way of you delivering your message and connecting directly with your audience.